Now, this might not look that appetizing, but I made my own sherbet last night. So last night I could not sleep, but I really wanted something super sweet. Not super sweet, but I really wanted something sweet, and I did not want to break keto. So I made a little fruit smoothie. So I put in a lot of strawberries, fresh and frozen, oat milk, a little bit of mango nectar, and also honey. So I blended that up really, really, really well in my blender, and then I put it in the freezer overnight, and it made this like beautiful sorbet. Oh, and I put a couple of blueberries. I'm sorry. Yes, I did put some blueberries. I made some sorbet, y'all. It's so good. And I had it last night. It was a little bit more smoothie texture last night. But today, I went in the freezer, and I was like, oh my gosh, I want something sweet. So this is like the perfect quote-unquote ice cream, and it's homemade. And if y'all are craving something sweet, I would say put your favorite fruit in a blender, mostly berries for keto. But if you're just, in the mood for something that isn't ice cream, you can put your favorite fruits in a blender with some oat milk, some kind of fruit juice. Like I prefer mango nectar or guava nectar. But if you are allergic to both of those, I would say go with a fruit that you are not allergic to. And some honey, and it tastes so good. And I don't feel guilty because it's, not, ice cream. And it's also, you're technically not supposed to have honey on keto, but I told y'all some stuff I'm just not going to get rid of, i.e. my cashews, pistachios, and I still do eat honey. So just in case y'all wanted something. So I'm going grocery shopping, and my best friend found bread at her Walmart. So it's called Extraordinary Bites. It's in the freezer section, like next to the non-meat section, plant-based stuff. And it is actually 30 calories per slice, no added sugar, no guilt. And it's only 1 net carb per slice. So there's no carbs, like 30 calories, 1 carb. So I'm gonna give it a try. I've been missing bread, so my best friend said toasted, it tastes like crackers. Okay, so y'all, I know I have not recorded for a little second, and the car feels like I haven't, because the vlogs that I've recorded have been pre-recorded, so I've been trying to keep them as up to date as possible, like with me and my current situations. So I've been trying not to record like 2-3 weeks out, because I'm like, by the time it gets to y'all, whatever was going on is probably over, except for the part where I'm like, where I said I was trying to figure out my career. That's still happening. That's still a crisis. We're gonna keep it moving. But I wanted to tell y'all something that happened at my second job. We're just gonna call this the plantation. So every time I say plantation, I need y'all to know that I am talking about that job, okay, honey? So I'm at the plantation, right? And basically, I'm sorry. Oh, this truck is not, your wagon keeps sliding over, so I need you to stay in your lane, sweetie. So, sorry. Whew. Spirits. Okay. So basically, I'm at the job. I'm doing one of the little assessments on the computer, because for some reason, when we work at this job, we have like 50,000 assessments to complete and whatnot. So I'm doing one of the assessments, finishing up. I'm actually done with them. I have like 4 of like just like having to do with workplace etiquette and stuff like that, like don't be racist and don't be homophobic and shit like that, but people still do it anyway. So I'm doing the last one, and for some reason everybody wants to come up in there and just join the party. So one of the leads, she was in there because that's her office with another lady. She also does the scheduling and the payroll. So she was in there, and I didn't really care because I'm like, she's over there, I'm over here. So I had my mask off. Honey, don't you roll up behind me. You're an ass nugget, okay? You're an ass nugget. So I don't know why this keeps sliding, y'all. So, fuck it. So basically, I'm sitting there. Now, what was that for? I'm sitting there. I'm going to get a dash cam. Side note, I know I keep trying to get to the story, but everything else keeps happening. So I'm going to get a dash cam because the shit I deal with. So basically, I was in there and finishing up my last assessment. So about 4 people came in. Yeah, about 4 people came in. They're all talking. It's a small ass office, by the way. And it's like 2 of my bathrooms. So my bathroom ain't that big. Maybe 2. We're pushing it here. Without the bathtub, 2. So then I'm sitting in there and they're all talking and whatnot. And I turn around and one of them has the max down, and one of the other managers who I just very much don't have the time for. He is standing there looking at me and he waves, and I wave back, and I'm like looking at him like, boo. I'm sorry, somebody just looked out the side of their car at me. So I'm looking like at him. I turn around, I actually did say boo in my head. I'm like, okay. And I'm like looking at them like, why are y'all gathering? So he's like, can you put your mask on? And I'm like, wait a minute. I said, I was in here first and y'all come in here gathering. Then you tell me to put my mask on? And he's like, yeah. Can you put your mask on? I was like, these motherfuckers is tripping. So I was like, okay, whatever. So I just put my mask on because he had aggravated me. Because I'm like, when we're in that room, we normally take our mask off because you know, we're doing an assessment or whatever. We don't need it on and we're not around customers. It's, you know, they don't come in here. So for him to really just look at me like I was doing something wrong was really mind blowing. I'm like, number 1, I was in here first. Number 2, I'm doing an assessment and y'all are talking hella loud. Like, y'all are being hella loud. I can't even focus on my assessment. I don't know if y'all can hear me because this person with this goddamn farting ass car is doing the most. So I'm like, number 2, I'm doing my assessment and you tell me to fucking put my mask on as if I came in the room without it on? Nah, dog. Nah. So yeah, so basically I was annoyed by that, and I'm like, you know, I cannot wait to get a good job somewhere where they respect me as a person. Because I found out one of my homies at work, she's about to leave. She basically put in her 2-week notice, and she's about to start working somewhere, and she was telling me about it, and she's like, oh, I really hate when my neighbor and his shenanigan friends be sitting outside. I'll be like, y'all go in the house. Especially if y'all ain't gonna help carry nothing. Just be watching me carry all my shit. Like, that's crazy. Like, why are you here? Why are you here? But yeah, so I can't, y'all. I cannot. I do not like this at all. So, basically, that was the shenanigans that I have to put up with my current manager. I was like, oh, girl, I just keep saying this is eventually going to come to an end, and you know, this is like, it's fine. I keep saying everything's going to be great. Da, 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 da. So I keep saying it, and I have to believe it because I have to. So I'm gonna go in this house, y'all, because I don't know why, but I just really hate walking by people when they're sitting there talking and just like in the way. It's just like, I do know why, but they're like in the way, and I'm like, if you're gonna stand here, be of some assistance, sweetie. But yeah, so I'm gonna go in the house because I have to pee. I chugged like a whole bottle of water before I got in the car, and I shouldn't have done that. I was really thirsty, and yeah. But y'all, I hope y'all are doing okay. Just pray for me. I've just been trying to keep positive and stay upbeat, considering that I have to put up with people's bullshit at this job, and like 99.9% of the time I'm not in the fucking mood. I'm just like, let me just get through the day, but people seem to like to bother me, so yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Tell me how Paris is up by the counter, because she always get on the counter and she gets in trouble, so she decides she gonna bend the rules and sit on the damn TV stand. Now, she's not supposed to be up there, but it is entirely too early for me to be yelling at her. So,
It is 6 in the morning. I'm getting ready to go to work. I'm not doing this with her. I was looking for her because she was like, So I come out here. I'm like, what? Where is her little ass at? I look over. There she is. Again. Paris. Get down. Get out. Get down, little girl. See what I'm saying? She don't even listen to me. Paris. Come on. Sick of her shit. Yeah, thank you. And you got litter all over.
Altima Pass, if you are familiar with California highways. And literally going in back into the Bay Area. Well, technically I'm in the Bay Area. This is Alameda County. But going back towards Livermore, Dublin, it's just like hella cloudy. Like going towards Tracy and stuff, like Stockton, it's not cloudy. You see how weird California is? Like, this is why we got hella allergies and shit. And all our sinuses are fucked out. Because this shit right here is unnecessary. Okay? I am exhausted, by the way. That's probably why I'm popping off. But yeah, my allergies are going haywire this morning. My freaking nose and the side of my head are hurting because of that. I took my nasal spray, but for some reason it's not kicking in at this exact moment. So, because I took it like about maybe an hour ago, and so I'm waiting for that to kick in because it hurts. Like if you have sinus allergies, like what is she saying? If you have allergies and you know what it's like to have your sinuses messed up, you know what I'm talking about. Like my sinuses are fucked right now because my nostril hurts up to my forehead and my eye hurts, and I'm like, bro, I gotta be at work for a long time. I'm gonna need my sinuses to get their life together. I thought I had some non-drowsy medicine in my purse, but if not, I'm gonna go to work and get some because thank God I work at a grocery store. So I'm gonna go in there and grab some of that before I start my shift, and take one of those bad boys because I could have sworn I kept some in my purse for this specific reason. Because sometimes when April? Oh yeah, for sure. But you see how I'm going into the cloudy area? Yeah, so it's about that time, y'all. You know, every year, ever since I moved to Stockton, my sinuses have been trash, garbage. So I don't know what it is, but I don't know what it is. Why Stockton? Look how low these clouds are. Though. Wait a minute, Lord, if you're coming back, just say that. Okay? But yeah, so I'm gonna go, cause yeah, I'm gonna go.